y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree. If you are new here, welcome. So glad you came across my channel and stopping by and just even watching this video. Greatly appreciate it. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing my first semester of grad school and just kind of giving all a little recap along with some tips for anyone who is starting grad school soon, like maybe in the fall, or maybe you're starting this summer and you kind of like need some advice or tips on like what to expect your first semester of grad school and maybe some tips. So this is the video for you, so let's get into it. So I'm first gonna give you all like a little recap. I'm not gonna go like super in depth, but give you all a little recap into my first semester of grad school. How did it go? You know, how were my grades? Really, that's the question. Just kidding. How are my grades? How did I do? How did I cope with stuff like things being online? And yeah, so I'm gonna touch on that and then give you all some tips. So if you're new to my channel, I am in grad school and I'm 25 years old and I am pursuing a degree in counseling and guidance, and I'm pursuing a career in higher education, particularly to become a college counselor, advisor, maybe a program coordinator, director of a student success center, maybe. I don't know. The sky's the limit. But yeah, that is what I'm doing, and that is the reason why I am pursuing my master's, because I need a master's to go further along in my career. So I kind of need it to actually be a college counselor. I need my master's. So yeah, and I this was my first semester of grad school, and also yeah, my first semester of grad school. So I got accepted last year in November, and then I started my first semester of grad school in January. So just giving a little context, and also for anyone who might not need to know this, but this is part of like my recap, I am also not a lot of black people in my program. Not a lot of black people at all. I took 3 classes this semester, and out of those 2 classes, I was the only black person. So for 2 of my classes, it was just me, no other black people. So that was really interesting. For my first semester, I took 3 classes, and the reason why I took 3 classes this semester was because I didn't really know how I was going to do or what to expect my first semester of grad school. So I decided to take 3 to really get back in the swing of like being a student. So that was actually the best thing I could have done was take 3, because even 3 classes felt like a lot. And so yeah, so I took 3 classes, and my program is, you know, in person. So it's not an online, it's not a hybrid, it's in person. However, due to the Panera Bread outside, or the panorama, whatever you want to call it, that hindered, well, I guess I basically stopped all in-person activities, classes, everything. And so therefore all my classes this semester was via Zoom, so virtual. So I had everything was like virtual this semester, and I'm proud of myself for like navigating it really well. And because like I have like a nice setup, and I'm very organized, and I'm very like on top of things, I felt like that really kind of helped me. You know, that was part of my reasoning, or that was part of my success of this academic, well, my first semester of grad school, was because I kind of like made my desk really nice. I kind of had like made my designated work / school space really nice and just like really organized. Also, another thing I did my first semester of grad school was that I got involved on campus. I applied to be a grad student ambassador for my particular I guess area or college of education at my university. So I became a student ambassador, and which also gives me the opportunity to like start like a support group if I want to, and do different things. So that's what I'm currently working on, and I'll be telling y'all about that later. But utilizing my resources, and so one of my main concerns being that is my first semester of grad school, I wanted to make sure that I'm utilizing all my resources. So I made sure to take advantage of the writing center. I made sure to like look up different like I don't know, like tools and anything online that could help me succeed and do well in my classes and just like throughout this program. So I utilize resources, and also like I asked for help if I needed help. I'm not afraid of asking for help if it's from asking for help from my peer or asking for help you know, from my professor. I feel like it's, you know, it's beneficial, and it's going to help you in the long run when you know, if you need help, you seek help, and that's what I do. And so I feel like I did that really well. And shout out to my friends Brenda and Joy, because we're all in grad school together, and they helped me a lot. Like, we were like each other's support system. They were like my support system for sure, in terms of like venting or needing help, or, you know, messing up on like the APA 7th edition, which is like, I'm gonna practice that this summer, because child, ain't nobody got time. But yeah, so that's kind of like were a few of the things that kind of how my first semester of grad school went. Just like, you know, it went smoothly, honestly. And I feel like because I didn't have to commute to campus, that literally like saved me money and like time and just like overall energy. And overall, I really enjoyed my professors this semester, and it went well. And I'm so glad I'm able to like vlog my grad school journey with you all. It warms my heart when I see other, you know, people who look like me in spaces where there's not a lot of us, and particularly there's not a lot of black women, black people in grad school. It's just not. And so like, if you're thinking about going to grad school and you're like maybe scared and different things like that, don't be scared, go for it. If you feel like a pull that you want to go to grad school because one, you need it, you needed to go to the next level in your career or whatever, then do it. Don't let no one stop you. I'm all here for academic excellence, and we're all in this together. So yeah. Oh yeah, overall my first semester of grad school went well, and my grades were really good. I don't want to say what I got, but I got really good grades this semester, and I'm really proud of myself. And yeah, it's just like a reflection of kind of like working hard. Not gonna lie, this semester was tough in terms of like, you know, I still have some tools. I have some things I need to work on. One is like not comparing myself to other people around me, and I don't do it a lot, but you know, I have weak moments, and so I'm guilty of it. And second, you know, overthinking, overanalyzing a lot of like assignments and situations that don't need to be overanalyzed. I'm just like an overthinker, and like, you know, being anxious about assignments and essays, and just believing in myself. I feel like I kind of doubted myself like kind of throughout this whole semester. Like, I kept saying to myself, ooh, I don't know if I can do it, ooh, I don't know if I can do it, but I actually did it, and I did really well. He's like preaching to myself, you know, I give advice, but I'm also giving advice to myself. Another thing that I want to do starting next semester is really honing in on my time management skills. Like, my time management skill is okay, like medium y'all, and I feel like I have to work a little bit on my time management a little bit more. And so like really like when I'm working on assignments or writing an essay, like definitely be a lot more stricter on myself when it comes to like sitting down and be like, okay, this is the designated time, I only work on this, turning my phone off, whatever. So that's something I'm going to be working on next semester. And of course, you all are going to see this in my vlog, so I'm taking y'all along with me. And yeah, so that kind of concludes how my first semester of grad school went. It went pretty well, and you know, not gonna lie, I had moments where I was like, I broke down and cried, and you know, don't get it twisted, I cried and I was like, oh my god, you know, I had a huge literature review paper, I was stressed. Like, I'm always gonna be stressed, worn out, whatever, because that's what school does to you. But overall it went well, and overall like I put in the work, and overall I put in the work, and it and no matter what, I just got through it, and I did well. So I'm really proud of myself. So that's kind of a little recap on my first semester of grad school. Now it's time to give you all some tips on what to expect, or how to do well your first semester of grad school. Let's get into it. Tip number 1, make sure you are organized. Organize yourself, organize your life before your first semester. Make sure you have your schedule down to the T. Make sure you have your work hours together. If you're working part-time, if you're working at a coffee shop, if you're working at a Starbucks, like, make sure you have your hours set. Make sure you communicate to your manager, your boss, on like, this is my class, like, this is my school schedule, and these are the days that I can do. Like, make sure you have everything set, so then when school starts, you're not trying to like figure everything out. Before you start your first semester, you need to have things together. Okay, make sure everything is together. Make sure you have a set fall schedule. And tip number 2, make sure you utilize resources. The key to success, I believe, is utilizing your resources and seeking help. If you are struggling in the beginning, don't wait last minute to ask for help. Don't wait last minute to ask your professor, just anything. Like, if you are in clinical psychology, business, whatever program that you're in, nursing, okay? Like, if you're struggling in the beginning, you need to make sure you're seeking help in the beginning. So then further along the semester, you're not like, oh, I'm failing and I need help. And your professor's gonna be like, where were you? You're not gonna ask me? So you need to make sure you're good on that. Tip number 3, make sure you're managing your time correctly. That's something I'm still working on. Okay, I'm pretty sure me does, right? So make sure you're managing your time. Make sure you have days you read, study, schedule, whatever. So make sure you're managing your time effectively, and however it works for you and your schedule. If maybe you're a single mom, maybe you live in a household with a lot of people. Yeah, the Bay Area is expensive. So if you live with people in the household, and maybe it's like it's always chaos, like maybe you need to talk to your family and say, hey, during this time I need y'all to be quiet because I gotta write a paper, like a 20-page paper. So make sure you communicate that to your people in your environment, roommate, whatever. So managing your time. I don't even know what tip I'm on. I think around tip 5. God. Okay, tip number 5 is to connect with people in your program or your cohort. Get to know people in your cohort. Get to socialize and get to know people, because the more you're in this master's program not alone. You need people to count on, and to ask questions if you're confused, and you can give them you need to connect with people in your program. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So make sure you are getting to know people, and you don't gotta tell them all your business, but make sure you're connecting with people in your cohort, and because at the end of the day, they are in the same boat as you. They're stressed, they're tired, they're going through exactly what you're going through in this program. So make sure you connect, and make sure you are encouraging and uplifting others, and encourage yourself. And finally, I think this is tip number 6. I don't know. Number 6 is to believe in yourself. Believe that you will do well your first semester of grad school. One thing that I'm guilty of not doing this semester is that kind of downplaying my capabilities. I was like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. And every time I would submit an assignment, or I would get a good grade on an assignment, I'm like, I'm shook. I'm like, but then after reflecting, after being done with my first semester for 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I realized that it shouldn't be a shocker. I should not be so shocked that I actually did good. And so now moving forward, I'm falling for the next semester. So for the next semesters, I'm gonna make sure that I'm speaking positivity and encouraging myself and letting myself know, like, hey, you are capable of doing it. And sometimes you just have to have a little talk to yourself and say, actually, you got this, you can do this. And so tip number 6 is to encourage yourself, believe in yourself, and don't downgrade your capabilities. Like, you're in that program for a reason. You got accepted into that program for a specific reason. They chose you. They didn't choose other people. Okay, they chose you, and because they chose you, you got to do everything in your power to succeed and to do well in that program. You can do it because I'm doing it. I did it, and I'm going to continue to do it. And one thing I also want to encourage y'all, you know, throughout grad school and different, you know, just overall in life, you're gonna go through a lot of hardships, a lot of different things, and, you know, family stuff. Also, I had like a lot of family stuff happen my first semester of grad school, and that was very stressful. That was very exhausting. However, you know, my strength is in the Lord, and I just, you know, I try to just like calm down and be like, you know what, I need a moment to just like disconnect, and sometimes you need that. And so part of like encouraging yourself and believing in yourself is taking time for yourself and making sure that you have time for your mental health. Like, so self-care, if that means going out to eat with your friends, making sure you have time where it's not fully school. It's not fully like grad school is not consuming your life. Okay, so make sure you kind of manage your time where you're able to take those days off and you're able to hang out with your friends like once or twice a month. So those are some of the tips I wanted to give you all. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Sorry if I was a little bit all over the place. Honestly, that's my life. All over the place, and I was interrupted like 3 or 4 times. And all the tips that I have for you all today. I hope these tips were helpful and beneficial. I hope it was helpful, me kind of talking about my first semester of grad school and how it was for me. And yeah, I just hope this video was helpful to you all. And congratulations to the class of 2021 and future classes. And then also congratulations to any of you all who got accepted into grad school and is starting in the fall. Congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment. So, you know, thank you. And I also want to say thank you all to my new subscribers. I have been getting a couple more subscribers, and I'm like really appreciative of that. I've been wanting to do YouTube for so long, and I hope my videos are like helpful and beneficial for you all. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just rambling on, but yeah, make sure you check out all my other videos and make sure you click the subscribe button if this is a channel for you. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.